Hello and blessed day to you all. Welcome to your pick a card reading. This reading is going to look at your love life for the next 2 weeks. So you have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1, green calcite. Pile 2, amethyst. Pile 3, celestite. So I'll give you a moment. And let's begin. Group 1 with the green calcite. What does love have in store for you for the next 2 weeks? Your oracle is change. Okay. Change. Let's look into what that change will look like. The Emperor and the Ace of Cups. Wow. These are actually quite beautiful cards. It's like, I feel that somebody is changing the way they view you, and I think they're realizing just how much space you hold in their hearts, in their minds, in their day-to-day. You really mean the world to this person. We have the Emperor here, basically with the world in his hands, and it's that beautiful full cup. Now I think some of you could be receiving an offer or giving an offer to this Emperor. I'm also hearing that some of you are getting your emotions under control, where things feel like they are overwhelming or they're too much or you're too sentimental or not enough. There's a new balance coming in that is established by this Emperor's ability to organize, to be structured, to lay out the rules or the organization, to sort of dictate how things will go. Now, I think some of you in long-distance relationships may have there's going to be some changes regarding the rules of how often or sort of when and where you can see each other. And it does seem to be a bit of a difficult option, a bit of a difficult news with that Ace of Cups. But ultimately, I think you're being gifted this very beautiful reason to believe. You're seeing that somebody takes it seriously. The Emperor does not mess around. He takes things seriously. And I think that it's worthwhile to note that because he is the Emperor, he has quite a large group of people to choose from, so to speak. And this Ace of Cups is that beautiful realization that you are the special one. This is a person with a high-profile career, a big position in society. They're very important to their family, their friends. They have a lot of obligations to their people. This Emperor, I always think of the Empress and Emperor's relationship because it intrigues me. We think of them as the great sovereign leaders of the tarot. I'm smelling earth, I'm smelling soil as I say that. We think of them as the great sovereign leaders of the tarot, but they're in charge of the empire. They don't really get to see each other except, they're busy doing their own things except for maybe for dinner or at night or at certain events to represent one another. And I think there's also a beautiful lesson there. If this person obviously is so in demand, the Emperor is the Emperor. So this person is in demand and they're making time for you. Wow. You've got so much faith in this person's ability to accomplish things as well. There's just absolute faith, absolute vision, absolute trust. Maybe you're helping each other stay disciplined with perhaps New Year's resolutions. But it's basically like you're getting a hold. I feel like this is a lot of you who maybe have had negative thought patterns, especially over the last 12 months, right? 2020 has been very trying. It's been very heavy, very restrictive. And you may have had moments where you lost faith. or you had a hard time getting things under control. And now you're able to see the bigger picture. You're able to sort of look at the whole map, see the bigger picture and where you want to go, not just where you've been, but now you can also see where you want to go. And the other oracle is Scholar. He looks a lot like the Emperor, doesn't he? So being studious, being disciplined, learning, educating yourself, sharing ideas, maybe really wanting to impress somebody by showing off all this new knowledge you've got. I like to do that. I'm a Libra though, I'm an air sign, so I love to read and I love to talk about what I know. All right, group 2, starting at 6 minutes. You've chosen Amethyst, and let's see what your oracle is. Love in the next 2 weeks. Going forward. Oh, next steps. I like it. Going forward. Page of Wands. Wow. I couldn't have picked a better card. The Page of Wands. I don't look at these, by the way. I shuffle them, I turn them upside down. I don't see them. I don't plan the readings. So the Page of Wands going forward. Now, this is really about taking steps, but it's, step by step. To build something real and reliable with that Ace of Pentacles, it does have to be a slower step by step. I mean, you can move quickly. There's obviously passion and eagerness here with this Page of Wands energy, but we also know that this is sacred. We also know that it's not going anywhere. We're on the same page. So as much as I want to rush, we don't have to. We've got all the time in the world. I'm seeing a very romantic walk to your favorite place. Let's say this person comes to visit you for the holidays. I don't know if they're at a distance from you or if you live with this person, but, it's a nice day out. Let's go to my favorite park. I'd love to take you to my old neighborhood. I'd love to show you this, your favorite places, your sacred spots. You seem to be traveling by foot, holding hands, in wonderment at the world around you. It's a commitment as well. The Ace of Pentacles can show up when we are planting that seed. So there's a new journey, and it's true, and it's sure, and it's reliable. Moving forward, next step. Okay, and the oracle is cheerfulness. Ah, that's so lovely. You've got a reason to celebrate. It really puts into perspective the first pile where someone is really pressured by school or trying to learn something or finish something before the end of, I don't know, the semester, the year, whatever, but it's a lot more easygoing in the middle pile, that's for sure. So cheerfulness, a new adventure, excitement, and it feels like you're kind of learning how to use your voice as well. You're learning how to communicate, how to express yourself, because you feel safe enough to do so. Isn't that beautiful? Cheerfulness. All right, group 3, we've got 9:22. Hi, group 3. What does love have in store for the next 2 weeks? What does love have in store? It has abundance. Abundance. Lots of it. Nourish me. Now this is interesting because we also have the Two of Swords and Hanged Man. So maybe this represents a pause. Maybe this is a pause from the rest of your life to really look around at the beautiful plenitude around you and celebrate. It feels like there's a sacrifice here. Someone is absent, someone is missing, someone is confused or deciding not to make a decision. Someone's kind of got their shield up, they've disappeared, they've been ghosted, or they've ghosted you. But this also speaks of meditation. And so if you have been ghosted by somebody, it's important to really consider the type of connections you want in your life and to ask for something that is fulfilling, of course. It's interesting that that candle has just burnt out. There's a synchronicity there. Yeah, we've reached a standstill. We're not talking, but I think it's okay because you're seeing that it was worthwhile. Your perspective has changed where you saw it perhaps as like a lack. You saw it as a loss. You saw it as the Five of Pentacles, and now you see it as the Hanged Man. You see it okay, we've broken up. Okay, we're not talking anymore, but there's a whole other field of flowers, my friend. So you're realizing that this was actually a sacrifice for the better because it's opened you up to a whole new abundance. I think a lot of you have come from a very, in pile 3, it seems like you've come from a soul-crushing, oppressive, possessive relationship where you were like a beautiful flower that started to wilt under the pressure. And now you're able to regrow. Maybe you've cut off the dead growth, right? You've deadheaded yourself, let's say, so that new growth can come through. So you've sacrificed the old, you're welcoming the new, and it brings joyfulness. Spend time with friends as well. There's like a phone call here that goes unanswered. There's more than one person you can talk to in this world. I know sometimes when you have your sights set on somebody, you can really, it can make or break your day if they don't respond or they don't show up. But for heaven's sake, please honor yourself and get out of that. You owe yourself so much more. You owe yourself someone who will show up for you. So pick up the phone and call someone who will answer. And I don't mean to be preachy as I say that. I say that with full passion and a full heart. This is like the Three of Cups in tarot, right? The friends, the social group. You may even find a new connection through the social group, but the point is to have fun, to experience joy and beauty and bounty in all moments, to celebrate the little things, to dance in the kitchen while you stir the soup, to call a friend or drive in the car and sing your favorite song. It's almost, I don't know, I think some of you are actually quite relieved. Because I'm hearing, ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Ding dong, you sleepy heads, rub your eyes, get out of bed. Da, 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 da. Iconic, I love The Wizard of Oz. So my friends, that's been your reading for what love has in store for the next 2 weeks. I'll see you soon.